What's up? Black men can't create mentally when they are unhealthy physically. Now, you're a black man trying to self improve and gain a grounded identity in being a black man. I have a deep dive guide on all the things of learning who to look up to in black history, eating healthier, having a more calisthenics based workout, and becoming more financially literate, and also learn to come together with other black men on a week to week basis to self improve and to gain a grounded identity in being a black man. Now, if you're interested in that, the link for that will be in the bio section of my YouTube channel. So just click on my channel, and then you'll see in the bio section, you'll see the link. Click on that, internalize that, and become the strongest version of yourself as a black man. When we dive into energy, I'm going to give you guys a theory as to why I think a lot of us can't create mentally. A lot of black men can't create mentally. And I believe it comes from when we dive into like smoking weed and drinking alcohol or eating ultra processed, basically not like fake food. These things give us energy. We all know food and drinks that give us energy. That gives us energy, right? And I believe when you eat food that's not good for your body, that comes back as negative energy. That comes back as something that's going to tear you down mentally, make you a more depressed person, and also just destroy your body through the inside out. And when we eat natural food, food that nature provides us, food that's good for our body, that comes back mentally as creative energy, as energy that's going to elevate you, make you feel better about yourself, make you feel elevated. And this is something that I observed in myself whenever, and this is why I think I would be overwhelmingly negative about stuff, because I used to always drink soda, candy, pies, cake, all this type of stuff, and then super processed meat, all these type of things. And then I really believe that played a part on me being negative and me not being able to fully operate at the highest capacity I could mentally. And I think with black men, the thing we have to understand is everything kind of works together to help you create as a black man. And that's the number one thing we have to understand. We have to push ourselves to be able to create, to make something, to set up something, to be in control of our community, of our society, and of ourselves as individuals. And there's so many times where we think that doesn't play a part on this, that doesn't affect this. I'm a person that didn't think like one little habit could affect so many areas of your life. When you watch porn, that's going to affect so many areas that you thought it wouldn't affect. When you eat unhealthy, that's going to affect so many areas that you didn't think it was going to affect, right? And all this comes back to affecting your mentality, your ability to feel good about yourself, and your ability to create. And I think that there's so many times where we want to make something, we want to do something, but we find it that we're overwhelmingly negative. We don't believe in ourselves. We don't think it's possible. And then we, on top of that, we have an environment that screams at us and says, "You got to do what's realistic. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to follow the code. You got to do what everybody else doing." Right? We that's the type of environment we're around, and our mentality and our habits reinforce that. So the thing that we have to do to start changing that, start feeding your body things that are going to help you be a better person, make you feel better about yourself, and something that's going to drive you to create mentally, right? And I know that a lot of people are going to think, well, food don't matter that much, and that ain't what's going to. No, it does matter, right? And I'm saying as a person who's not perfect with my health. You get what I'm saying? I'm not perfect by any means necessary. But I'm saying this because I noticed the difference in my life when I ate healthier and when I didn't eat healthy. And me understanding that being able to create and being able to feel alive has everything to do with your creative energy, right? And obviously I've talked about how, sexual energy is your creative energy, but it's also things that you can, habits you can have that reinforce something that's going to push you to being more creative, push you to being a better version of yourself. And it's things that you can do to yourself, or things that you can feed yourself, that's going to push you to being more negative, being more of a slave, being more addicted, right? Because that's another thing too. People get addicted to sugar and candy, because I was a person that truly believe I was addicted heavily to sodas and candy and sugar, and for years. And I really believe that's one of the reasons why I had a shorter attention span with stuff, and I constantly had to I couldn't focus that much for a long time, you know. And obviously it's other aspects to that I won't get into in this video, but the thing is, we oftentimes don't look at what's affecting us mentally. Your physical body can affect you mentally, right? So never downplay the importance of your physical health. We should be going to the gym. We should be eating healthy, and we should be just overall looking after ourselves and understanding that, you know, the doctor don't care about your body as much as you do. The doctor is not going to save you more than you can save yourself. This isn't about, the health industry and the pharmaceutical industry. This is purely about, you have to take agency in your own life and say, this is up to me to get where I want to get to, where I want to be. And I've said this before: exercising, eating healthy, those are good gateways to building discipline and to affecting many other aspects of your life in a positive way. When you take care of your body, it's going to lead to you taking care of your mind. It's going to lead to you taking care of your financial situation. It's going to lead you to taking care of your relationships in your life. It's going to put a seriousness on improving your life in every aspect. And a good gateway to doing that is just basically taking care of your body, eating healthier, working out, right? And it's not something that's going to happen overnight, but it's a process. And when you build, once you build within that process, you start to see like, oh, this is what it's about. It's not about being perfect. It's not about getting rich quick. It's all about doing the day-to-day things that's going to help you feel better about yourself. It's going to help you have a better life, help you have more money, help you have higher quality relationships. Those are the things that matter. And that's why I focus on health so much, and I talk about it so much, because I'm not sitting here trying to give everybody every detail about why you got to do this way and that way, right? I feel like in our own independent time, we can do research and stuff, because I do that. But the thing that I'm trying to put out there is that we have to take care of our health. We have to put a seriousness on that, right? And I'm a person that believes in, plant based, and I think every black man should be more plant based and eat more fruits and vegetables than they do meat. And we should be exercising on a weekly to daily basis, right? Because those are the things that's gonna set up us creating mentally, being strong, being the strongest version of ourselves in every aspect. Never ignore the reality, right? Never ignore your physical health, because that's the first sign, that's the first indicator of you being a healthy person. Because how many people can you see that are fat and overweight and they have poor physical health, and then turn around and say they have good mental health? 9 times out of 10, if you're fat and you're overweight, or you're not taking care of your body, then you're not taking care of your mind. So if you're 9 times out of 10, you're physically unhealthy, you're also mentally unhealthy. So that's pretty much all I got to say. Peace out.